that's some throat singing, and you want to know how I did that? I'll tell you. I'll tell you how to do it, and you can do it too. I think that probably not anyone can do it, but I certainly think that more people could probably do it than would think. I thought it would take years of um, practice under somebody, teaching me how to do it to master it. But the cool thing about it is once I figured out the trick and I just started doing it, it becomes intuitive because it's all about you can feel it. And once you learn the trick, you start refining it and refining it and refining it, and the muscles in your this whole vocal tract, including your mouth and your throat, uh, figure out how to vibrate and form into just the right spot. And so I didn't watch any tutorials for the first 6 months of doing it, and I got 1 to 2,000 hours in doing that because I was just doing it nonstop, and it's addictive and it's calming and it's great for your mental health. It's been great for mine. But I did start watching some tutorials recently, and they've really helped, and some more than others. There are many different techniques, many different styles, many different ways of learning it. And some work better for some people, and some work better for others. And some have a style that you might like, and others that you don't. I've heard many very accomplished throat singers singing in a style that I find unpleasant to listen to, even though I recognize their technique is good. Primarily if there's too much nasally. You can use the nasal passages as part of it, but that generally is not a good sound to go for. So I try to steer clear of that. So the trick that made me realize how to do it was chanting the sacred sound Aum, Aum. And I'd been wanting to learn to throat sing for a long time, and so I knew what to listen for, and I wasn't listening for it when I did this, but I heard it. And when I heard my mouth and throat at just the right spot where I started noticing overtones come out, um, I just learned how to stay right there and just stick with it, and then just keep making that sound, and just for the next 6 months I just kept making that sound and refining it, and it's very intuitive. I might have said that already. Yeah. So in essence, what I'm getting at is that the key for me that unlocked the door was simply realizing that overtones are created when your mouth goes to a place in between vowel sounds. So if you did A, E, I, O, and U slowly, you'll start to notice overtones come out, which are caused by vibrations on other parts of other parts than your voice box, which is why you can be making a sound with your voice box but at the same time be making an extra note that you can shift around and move all around even when your voice box sound stays constant. So here are the vowels, and then I'll try to enhance the overtones. So A, E, I, O, U. All right, so not ever having done a tutorial before on this, let me know in the comments if that made sense to you or it helped you, or if you have any tips for me or constructive criticism, down in the comments. Because I want to make more, and one of the reasons that I want to make tutorials on how to do it is because it helps me get better. Because if I'm explaining it and showing it, it makes me pay more attention to what I'm doing and what sounds good, and it gives me more of a motivation and a higher purpose than just my own satisfaction. It's nice to yeah. Any other thoughts on throat singing before I go? I'll make another video where I talk a little bit more about more of the technical side of throat singing, the different types, the different regions it's from, that sort of thing. A little bit about the science and the physics of it. But that's for another video. I just wanted to make this tutorial one. And I'll end with a little rendition of Amazing Grace. So I'm gonna, before I do this, I'm gonna say that I've noticed that there are a lot of other throat singers out there that show themselves playing or singing. Playing it does feel more like you're playing an instrument than singing. It really does. But they tend to try to show the the song in the just in the overtones, and then they'll use a constant voice voice box, or I think that's called the fundamental note, I think. But I think it sounds better if you blend the overtones with the basic note. I don't know if that makes any sense to me explaining it, but you might notice it if you watch some others. But here's what I've got. Let's warm up a little bit. I'll do the growling in another video. All right, one more. It is well with my soul. Nana, what I wanna poo, mama, peer up, mama, That's Cargeras for another time. Peace.